the zipper. Now this is the right side of my fabric, this is the right side of the zipper. You can see the teeth, and we want the teeth to show on the outside. So that means we want to have something like this. Can you see? I want to have something like this with the teeth showing. So that means we will be sewing this right side of the zipper on this level to this very part of the sleeve. So all you have to do, make sure the right side of the zipper is facing the right side of the fabric. Can you see? So this is the teeth. So this very one now will be sewn to the fabric. So I'm going to start pinning it down. Make sure the teeth is exactly on the marked line. So I'm going to start pinning it down now. Can you see I've pinned it all down? So this is what it's going to look like on the right side. This is what we want to achieve. So I'm going to take to my sewing machine now. Then when you are sewing it, make sure this zipper comes out very well so that it will be easier for you to sew on the fabric, so that you won't have any difficulty start pulling and pulling up. So I would advise you as a beginner, just start sewing it all down. I'm going to change my foot to what I have here. This is called the zipper foot. Like now that I'm sewing on the left hand side, I would have to fix it on the sewing machine on this side. So when I want to sew the other side, I will change it to this side. So that's how the zipper foot works, which helps your work. But if you don't have, you can still make use of the normal zipper. So I fixed it this way. So when I'm sewing the other side, I'll change the foot to this side. Don't forget to always back stitch. Looking at it, can you see? So it sews very close to the zipper. Can you see what we have now? So that's what we want to achieve. Use my fabric marker to mark the point whereby I'm going to stop, so it might not be obvious, but I'll be stopping here. So you back stitch at that point. So let me show you what we have. You can see it has been sewn. So on the right side, this is what your zipper is going to look like. Can you see how beautiful that looks? So the next thing now is to sew it to this other side. So meaning we will have something like this. It will be sewn to it this way. Can you see? So what that means now is that we have to change this to the wrong side. So it's on the wrong side now. So what I'm going to do now is, this is the right side of the fabric, facing the right side of the zipper now. So you match it up. Make sure everything matches, it matches with the other side. Can you see? So you make sure the mark is on the zipper teeth. And you see, then I'm going to pin it down. Right, I've pinned it all down, as you can see that. So the next thing is to sew it. So on the right side, can you see what I have? This is what I want to achieve, as you can see that. So the next thing is to take to the sewing machine to sew it up. If you want to make it easier without making it bulky, you can just open this up, because it is an open hem zipper. That's the beauty of that. So can you see? So it's separate. So you can take to the sewing machine now to sew it. So you just turn it this way. So you could start from the bottom, or you could start from the upper part. But I have the zipper foot, I could start from the upper part. So now I'll have to change this to the other side. So this is what I have now. Then I'll just have to place it underneath it. First, use your needle to tack it down and put it down the foot. So I can start sewing. Don't forget to back stitch. I'm just going to sew it to the end. I've sewn the other side of the zipper. So the next thing is to insert the zipper again and check out the result. Can you see how beautiful that looks? Can you see that? So lovely. Can you see? So the next thing we are going to do now is this. Just take this lower part, because we have to close it up. Make sure it aligns. You can turn it to the wrong side if possible. So after being aligned, you just have to take to the sewing machine, and then you sew from the beginning here and stop at that point we marked where the zipper should stop. So that's a guideline. Can you see that? So you just pull the zipper forward, so you make it match the other one. So that's another thing. So where we marked initially, everything matches up. So I'm just going to pin it down that way, take to the sewing machine and just sew it down. So you can see I've pinned it down. So I've changed my foot to the normal straight stitch foot. Then I'm just going to start sewing. My pin. Always back stitch. So make sure you pull the zipper, and then you can remove your pin. Then you just sew very close to that one. Then you back stitch. So it is ready. Since we are through, this is the point to make sure you press your seam open. Then on the right side, this is what I have. Can you see that? So you are going to give it a good press. Then another thing on the wrong side, you could just run a few stitches over the zipper and the seam allowance for the top. Can you see? This is it. Just align it this way, run a stitch, or you use your needle and thread to tack it down. You do the same thing to this point. It makes it lay better.